So, what's up YouTubers? Welcome to another video on the channel. Hopefully it's my regular microphone that picks up my sound right now. That would be amazing. You never know. Or if it's my webcam. But hopefully it's the right mic. Can you hear me good? Anyhow, today I was making another first Descendant video since I've been playing this a little bit. And I'm really enjoying this build I have for the bunny character. This bunny is actually one of the first you get, but this is the ultimate bunny, so this is the ultimate version of the regular bunny basically. The regular bunny you get pretty early, and then you can also unlock ultimate bunny. It's not super hard to unlock the ultimate bunny, but I had a little bit of luck. I actually got a couple of 3%er. One material from the 3%, for example. And I think I had some from the 10% as well. But overall, this is a little bit of a harder Descendant in one sense, since you have to get the 10%, you have to do a little bit more harder missions, I would say. One thing I don't realized is that you can also switch the reward for some of these regular missions. So you can actually get the material, but otherwise you have to grind these kind of things. And as you see, the drop rate is pretty low there, 5% to 25%. The extra material you can get from these are very rare in my opinion. Like, if you did these kind of things, like the rarity of these dropping, like not the materials that actually is for this one from the beginning, is pretty rare in my so it's kind of hard to get it that way. So yeah, I think I grinded mostly 3% materials and then just had a bunch. And then I got the bunny. So for some reason I got it at least. And yeah, so when you have the ultimate bunny, that's the ultimate version of it. And the way I'm setting the bunny up is basically, let's go into the bunny now, and here she is. Here we have the Descendant module, and you want to make sure you level it up to the fullest first of all. So you want to make sure you have the 85 here, and how you do that is basically you get these kind of catalyst things, and you basically mark what you want half the points. So half the points will be on these. And if you want to get the 80, you need one of these energy activator count to push it up to the max. I have electric transition. I know some people, I think it's high voltage is the one that is most popular. You can actually get it if you, I think it's from defeating hard boss, so to say. So I think a lot of people are using high voltage since it has more power or hit harder. I'm running this one though. I haven't really grinded for the other one. You can also use this, I think, for this build as well. It could work as well on this one. But I enjoy this one because this basically means you get less electricity charge, but if you have the kit for electricity, you will still get the punch of it, so to say. But you will also recover shield every time you're running, so basically you will never die. When you do these kind of missions where there's a lot of mobs, it basically pulls up your shield very high, so you can just jump around and still get a lot of power and killing them. The next one we have Technician, and that's also skill power modifier. So basically that pulls up the skill power for the electric attack. You have the increased HP, is always good to have. These I think you can switch out for something else as well, because once you have these kind of high level mods, I think you're not so depending on having either defense or health in that sense. You can probably switch it out for something else, but it's nice to have because you never basically die. And this increased AP, and then we got electric specialist, so we get the electric skill power 81% there, and the MP collector, and this basically I think just bounces up the power and the modder power somewhat. I think that's what it does basically. It's basically collect MP, and I think the collecting MP is basically what rises up the technical skill. This is just defense, increased defense. It's good to have. Dual claw, I don't even know what I have it. Most people run with this mid-air maneuvering. I think it's just because you can bounce around a little bit faster than you can do otherwise. I don't know why I use this. I should probably use one of this instead. But I haven't tried that yet, so I'm just running this one. It's kind of fun to melee stuff sometimes. You have the nimble fingers. Basically, it throws down your skill cooldown, so you will always be able to have the skill up faster. This is very nice. This is skill expansion. It's only blue one, but this means you're gonna hit pretty much everything in a large area. So when you're doing these kind of run missions with a lot of mobs, it's super nice to have. You have the increased shield, normal, max shield. You have 151, also very nice to have. You need it on the hard bosses and the invasion stuff. Spear and shield is also defense and also some skill power. Skill extension, basically have your skill a lot, super long time basically, is what that does. And I really enjoy this, and I pair this with, usually I use this one, cage, thunder cage, which has, I have a video on this as well if you want this specific build. It's kind of really nice. It's got a lot of DPS, and yeah, and also it makes you move fast as well, so it's kind of nice combining with the build of the bunny as a descendant. With this I also use, with the bunny in mind, I also use this set, which is the Supernova set. You can get it from one of the horde bosses, and it basically increases everything with electric skill. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. You deal more electric damage and stuff like that. So I think this is kind of what you run for the bunny. I think it should be, because there's a lot about electric skill in this one, and that's basically what bunny is about. I really enjoy it with this set, so I don't know. I think it's good for this build. And I also have a regular of this this reactor. Basically, it's got everything and the sub attack power as well. And yeah, so if you only have a tactical rifle equipped, I have 24,000 in skill power, which is pretty good for the module. I haven't even increased this yet, so I can increase it 2 times or still. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, I will do a mission. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. So I will do a mission and show you. I'm actually unlocking this Yuan character, so we can do one of those missions. I actually was able to get even one more late here, so I only got one more to unlock this thing. But let's say we have, I think we had a, so for example, we can do a hard one here, and I needed, that's only 3% though. You want to have like 20% would be nice. So if I go to Echo Swamp hard, and I think it was the other one there, so we can do one of these missions. They go pretty fast. It's still on hard, so you will be able to see a little bit what this build can do. Usually it's even better when it's a bunch of mobs, but this will do for sure. So, do a prediction. And I think I needed this one. This was the 85, yeah, exactly. And I actually didn't know this before because I thought, how am I supposed to get this material? But apparently you can choose reward 2 and you actually can get the material you want, specifically for that Descendant. So that's very good. We start a public operation. You can do this solo as well with this build. It doesn't really matter. I sometimes just do it with other people since it goes a lot faster. If you're just farming for the material, so to say. And sometimes if you can't find anybody, you can do it solo as well. I didn't know until now that you can actually choose the reward here, so it's going to be a lot easier to unlock Descendants if you haven't figured this out. We can do it solo if I don't find anything, but I found somebody here, so... Still, I think this game has a pretty good player base, because you always find people to do missions with, even if it's old missions, or like not old missions, but... So I still think this game has a bunch of, like... yeah, large player base still. It's a pretty new game though, so I think it's a game you either like or you hate, maybe. I don't know. As you can see, it just bounces through them and it's pretty sweet. Now I have also very many bunnies with me, so keep that in mind, but still you can see it Recks. Pretty good. We see how much I can show if I have 2 other bunnies in the same group. Still, it hits pretty solid. Just wrecks down bosses, and this is on hard. So if you do invasion and stuff, it will basically be the same thing. It will wreck pretty good. Oh, we have a Freyna with us. That thing is so powerful, the Freyna thing. And coupled with this Thunder Cage, you see, it's pretty OP. You don't really have to worry anything with this build because you're pretty strong, you will never die basically. And you will just clear the mobs pretty damn fast. And also with this gun you get like extra speed movement. As you can see, the gun also just shreds everything. These missions actually was harder before when you didn't have, but it doesn't hit for a mil or something, but it hits 300,000 every time, so probably not the best. I've seen people hit for 2 mils or something like that, but I enjoy the build because it's just fun to use. I don't know how to explain it. I think if you have high voltage you could probably get the each hit up faster, but you hit so much anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. As you can see, it just... now we have the other one with the toxic thing here that helps out a little bit, but... You can easily do a mission like this solo, and it would still be very easy for you. Combined with this gun. And also you can probably just increase the...
Out of my way!
Yeah, I think it depends on what you want to go for. If you want to survive easier, maybe you go with this build. That has pretty good like damage, but still you can survive a lot. If you have more power though, you will never be hit, but yeah. It's just a lovely, nice build to play with. You can also find the build, or the weapon, I mean, for the Thunder Cage. You can also find everything on my channel. I have one for the gun, Thunder Cage, and for this build. The assault rifle, I haven't found like the Wave of Light. I will probably, pretty much, I'm sure I will max out that gun. The assault rifle I'm still having, the Excava is the name of it. It's like the one newer. It actually came with the battle pass. As you can see, it just shreds. You can see the toxic isn't doing that much damage right now. It's mostly my damage. Also, if you roll around a little bit, you get power casting. You can see it hits 300, but the area is so big, so it doesn't really matter. It's just like they die instantly. And this is also on hard, so it's not on easy. I think, yeah, I think this is on hard. Yeah. As you can see, it just shreds. You don't really even have to do anything, it's just insane. One of the more funnier, but I don't know why I like the bunny is so fun. It's almost hard to go back to use another Descendant when you have used bunny, because every other Descendant seems so slow. In the beginning it's more fun to use the other ones, but once you have it leveled up totally with the bunny, it's like, I don't know. It's hard to go back to something else. As you can see, it may be not super built for just this. You can run around like this and hit pretty good damage. And when you have a gun like this, you still hit 260 each time. It's like, it's an even Steven between the power damage you do with the skill and what you do with the... It just combines good with this gun. Holy shit. This dude was electric now. It's not dying. These are hard boss though, so... It's not a hard boss, but if you get toxic on you... I enjoy this because it's actually like... I use the Thunder Cage a lot, and with this build, like... It's just fun to use Thunder Cage with it. Boom!
Mission complete. Great work.
So there it goes, guys. That was another. I'm just trying to get these materials, and I'm probably gonna get the Juhin Descendant. I think it's so cool looking at Descendant, so... I have enough of these. I actually have a 20% chance shot getting it, and that's very good. Yeah. To be able to get material, actually. So yeah, that was the build, guys. You have the bunny build, OP bunny build. Very fun to use, at least. Probably it's more OP builds out there, but it's kind of fun for relaxing gameplay. If you don't want to ultra nerd it in this game and want a decent build, this is the one you want. So enjoy, like, subscribe, guys, to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.